How's everybody doing today? Man, sorry about the delay. The dude was having connection problems for some reason. I was having connection problems for some reason. I don't know. We're going to have a little chat with AT&T. Figure out what's going on. Figure out what the deal was. But I am here. I hope you all are having a blessed and wonderful day. Give it just a couple of minutes. Like I said, I was having internet connection problems, or connection problems, whatever you want to say with it when it comes to the phone. But today's going to be a nice little topic. And we are covering, once again, how to turn trouble into triumph. So I hope everyone, once again, y'all ready for this one. I hope to bring you some good content. If you like to, I'm asking if you will. There's a button on the bottom left-hand side of your screen that says share. If you don't mind sharing the education, the wealth, hit that share button on the bottom left-hand. I'm already running a little late because of connection problems or whatever, and I give it about 1 more minute and give a couple of folks to be able to hop on a chance to see. If you are watching the recording of this, you can fast forward to probably about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes. I actually won't wait as long as I typically do because I am running late because of connection problems. All right, so, but got a little chapped lip, so y'all got to excuse me. Get a little something on the crusties. Been outside in this humid heat or whatever. All right, so today, let's see what time we got. It is 2:17 now. Got a connection going. Hopefully it's strong enough not to have to keep losing connection, anything else. But today on Tips for Two, we're going to be talking about how to turn trouble into triumph. So the definition, when people thinking about the word or the meaning of trouble, what do they mean by trouble? And of course, you know, I speak from a marketing sense, a business sense, and life for the most part in general. There's a lot of things that's going on. And first of all, I just want to say appreciate you all for hopping on and checking me out, stuff like that. Once again, if you find this of value, if you got think this message is going to be value, hit that share button at the bottom. Have a chance to invite other people to hop on while I'm live. So I'll be answering questions at the end if anyone has any questions as well. But trouble in life, a lot of people go through trouble and they give up. On Breakfast with the Brits yesterday, we talked about giving up or not giving up. And this kind of ties in the relation with that. And a lot of people, they give up when they start seeing the trouble. When they start seeing the hard times, they start seeing the trouble. What's going on, Ms. Melissa? Great to see you. I appreciate you hopping on. But they start to have trouble, and that's when a lot of people start to bear back. They start to kind of sit back and say, this isn't for me. So how do you turn that trouble into triumph? How do you get past the fact that this is too hard? How do you get past the fact that I'm not seeing results? How do you get past the fact that this isn't for me? It's a mindset thing for one. You really have to get into your mind that you're telling yourself you can't. AT&T gonna have to have a talk. We keep going through the same thing, but you keep telling yourself that, and that's exactly what you're going to begin to believe, and you're going to consistently believe that. So in order to get over that trouble, to turn it into triumph, you've got to be able to do one thing: focus. You've got to be able to focus. And you say, okay, how exactly am I able to say focus? It's too easy to get distracted because of your trouble. A lot of people think distractions are everything around you. Everything around you. What's going on, Val? Great to see you. I appreciate you hopping on. A lot of people look at trouble, look at distractions at everything that's around you. Oh, I've got too many kids. So I've got this. I've got this in the way. I've got that in the way. I've got this in the way. A lot of times, the distractions are your situations. A lot of people look at it as a physical thing. Distractions are situations. Situations is I don't have the money right now. A situation is my car's broken down and I can't get from here to there. The situation is my paycheck isn't large enough to take care of what I need to take care of. Situating, those are distractions when it comes to trying to grow your business, trying to stay focused. Those are those distractions. Don't think of distractions as, oh man, the TV is on. I mean, of course, that's a distraction. That stops you from being productive when you're being productive. I can be sitting on my laptop in front of my television and you're trying to figure out which one am I going to focus on. You can't do two things at once with your eyes. So that makes it very difficult. That's a physical one. But mentally, you're distracted. That's where your trouble is. So how do you turn trouble into triumph? You learn how to focus. Okay? That is the key word. Focus. How do you... Okay, this is one thing I had to learn. And I actually posted this on Keisha Bass did a live yesterday. And in the comments, I posted one thing when I shared it, because I shared it, y'all, to go back and take a look at it. I say, instead of, when somebody does a live, and of course I appreciate you looking at me and stuff like that, when somebody does a live, instead of looking at what's going on the screen, especially if it's Les Brown, if it's Mark Harbert, if it's Doug Fireball, if it's Ron Gillock, I don't care, Diane Hawk, I don't care if it's anybody, any kind of mentor, any high person, whatever it is, if it's me, if it's Valerie, if it's Keisha Bass, if it's whoever, Aaron Birch, I don't care who it is. Next time they speak, I want you to try something. Take your phone, sit your phone down, close your eyes and listen to what they're saying. Okay? Close your eyes and listen to what they're saying. Now, a lot of people saying, I can't take notes when I close my eyes. Okay, keep your notepad next to you. If you want to open your eyes, write something down real quick, that's fine. But then turn around and close your eyes again and just sit there. Because what's happening when you're sitting there looking at your screen and you're trying to figure out, you're trying to pay attention to what this person is saying, whether it's a webinar, guess what? You see that notification pop up for a Facebook or Instagram or something. And you like, okay, I can ignore this one. And then another one pops up. I can ignore this one. Then another one pops up. You're like, oh, I've been waiting to see what this person is up to. And you just, you're too tempted. You're too tempted to touch it. You can't stay focused because of so many things. So next time, how do you focus? Mentally focus on what you're trying to accomplish. If you're trying to take notes, if you're trying to learn a new niche, if you're trying to get better at a new niche, you have to learn to focus on what your destination is, not what the journey is. A lot of people look at the journey and they don't look at the destination. That even hit me right there. I'm sorry. A lot of people look at their journey, but they don't look at their destination. You look at, I've got to go through this. You think of riding down think of two roads side by side. One road is full of speed bumps. The other one is a straight path. Okay? And just as you get ready to take that straight path, somebody cuts you off. You gotta jerk over and you gotta get on the road with the speed bumps. But guess what? Now you gotta go down that road and you gotta slow down. You start having speed bumps. And it's a little tougher. It's a little harder. You gotta go a little slower. You gotta take your time. You gotta understand that I can't go full speed over this thing. I got to be able to, and matter of fact, imagine it being dark at the same time. Imagine that happening when it's nighttime and it's pitch black with no lights on the street. Now you got to slow down even more because you got to focus on the road to make sure you don't tear up your tires, your suspension trying to drive too fast to beat this car that already cut you off. You've got to learn how to focus. Is there a key for focusing? Everyone has their different ways. One way I suggest to you is a way that I learned when I was at Live the Dream 7. Dr. Dispenza talked about waking up in the morning. And everybody has their same ritual that they wake up. You wake up, you jump out the bed, you put on your underwear, you put on your robe, whatever, you go to the bathroom, you brush your teeth, you go to the bathroom, you find your clothes that you're going to put on, you come out, you put your clothes on, you get dressed, you make sure you check yourself in the mirror, make sure you're good. You go into the kitchen, you get your breakfast or you get your coffee made or whatever. After you get your coffee, you sweeten it the same way, you put the same amount of milk or whatever you do, you mix it, you stand there, you take a few sips, you take a deep breath, you sit down, you look at the newspaper if you have one, you go and sit down for a minute just to take a rest because you realize you're still waking up. Then you get up and you realize, oh, I need to hear him, get out of here. You hop in your car and you off and you start your day the same way every day. If you keep doing the same thing, you're going to keep getting the same results. And at the end of the day, you wonder, why did this have to happen to me? Let me ask you a question. Why does it not have to happen to you? You go through troubles every day. You're sick of the things that you go through. You want to change the things that you go through. You're tired of just the same surroundings. Some people just want the same. It was like some people, I enjoy my job, but I just want a different surrounding. I'd like to be able to do what I do somewhere else. I'm just tired of seeing the same things. Where I am is just not where I want to be anymore. Okay, are you focusing on changing that, or have you just adapted to letting it be. If you really want to make it happen, you've got to learn how to focus on what it is that you want. Start your day, just like Dr. Dispenza said. When you wake up in the morning, as tempting as it may be to hop up and run straight over to the sink and brush your teeth or get up and go to the bathroom or whatever, I want you to sit up on the edge of the bed. Either just lay in your bed, look straight at the ceiling, or sit on the edge of the bed. Try to clear your head of anything. It's very difficult for me because, or it was very difficult for me because I wake up and the first thing I was thinking is, what kind of notifications did I get? Very easy. It's too easy to focus on the same things that you do. It's a lot tougher to focus on the things that you need to do. Okay? So wake up, look at the ceiling, or sit up in your bed, whichever you want to do. And I want you to take 1 second to just sit there and close your eyes. And when you close your eyes, don't think about what you're about to do for that day. Okay? That's too easy. Don't think about what you're about to do for that day. I want you to think about what you want to be doing in a matter of months or in a year. Do you want to wake up early in the morning to go to a job? If you love it, that's fine. But do you want to be? I don't know too many people that say I want to be in the same position in my job a year from now. Even if they're toward the top of a company, somebody a year later wants to be higher than they are. Guess what? If you're looking at being the assistant to somebody, if you're looking to be the assistant to somebody, you got to learn, like, look, eventually I don't want to be somebody's assistant. I want to have an assistant. Yep, clear your mind so you can focus and mentally prepare your day, your life. Exactly. That's what it is. It's too easy. The reason why I say it is because it's too easy to think about what you've already been doing. You wake up in the morning and say, okay, I already know I have to do this. I already know I got to drop off the kids. I already know I got to pick them up. I already know I got to go to work. It's too easy. How can you make that change if you wake up and you think of the same thing you did yesterday and thinking, I'm gonna get a different result tomorrow. The only thing different that you say you may do on the way home, I'm gonna buy a lottery ticket on the way home instead. Maybe I'll win that Mega Millions, that 21 million. Who knows? Maybe you will, maybe you won't. That's not gonna get you any more focused than you already are. What's going on, Miss Patricia? It's great to see you. All right. So, but how do you focus? Clear your mind. Close your eyes. The easiest way I can tell you if you really want to focus and pay attention on something is close your eyes. Put some earplugs in. If you feel so distracted for the things that's going around you, put some earplugs in your ear. Plug your ears. Be a kid for a change. Miss Badisha said meditation. That's exactly right. In order to meditate, you got to learn how to meditate. If that makes sense. It makes sense. If you want to learn how to meditate, you can Google some things, but it comes with clearing your surroundings. Until you know how to tune everything out, you've got to learn how to get alone and be by yourself and actually focus. So if you want to grow in your business, you want more leads, you want more people looking at your content, you want more people going to your websites, you want all this kind of stuff. How can you make that happen when the first thing that you begin to do is the same thing you did before? You can't figure out how to get a change outcome if you don't know how to focus on what you need to be doing next. That's what I want you to focus on. But it's not so much as the actions you're going to take. I want you to begin to think, just like Dispenza taught us. I really love that he taught me this. Think about that stuff being projected as it's already happening. I'm about to get up and actually go to my dream job, which is in the other room, which is wherever it is you want to be. I'm about to get up and be able to take my kids down the street. I'm about to get up and take my family out to eat because we hadn't got a chance to do that in a long time. In a year from now, I'll be able to do this every day. I want you to think that every single day you get up, at least for 1 week, try for 1 week. And I want you to see the difference between how you feel when you get up the following week and if you can relate to how you felt the week before. Notice the difference and notice the change. See, a lot of people say they're focused on something. I'm focused on this. I hear all the time, whether it comes to webinars, if it comes to conference calls and all that kind of stuff, and people, you ask somebody and they say, what do you focus on? Oh, I'm focused on this, I'm focused on this, I'm focused on that. And 2 days later, hey, what you focused on? Oh, I'm focused on this. I'm focused, and it wasn't the same thing they were focused on the week before. What were you only focused for 1 day? How did that focus just shift? One day you was focused on growing your business, and you know it doesn't take a day to do it. But the next few days you focused on, now I'm focused on getting this, I'm focused on getting this money, man. I'm working overtime. Okay. What happened to you? Oh man, I ain't had time to do that. I ain't had time. And I wanted to tell you this, and this just popped into my head. Okay? A lot of people want to know why successful people are successful. Okay. A lot of forgive me, I'm sorry. Well, I say us because I speak that kind of thing into existence, just like I look at that just like that. I'm successful. That's how I look at myself. Okay. And you should too. Why are successful people as successful when they have access to the same things that you have access to? Whether they taught you the training, guess what? The same people that I listen to, I always hear successful, more successful people talk about. They talk about even like Rob Ford. When you listen to Brian Finale, when you listen Carruthers, when you Ray Higdon, when you hear about all these people talking about successful people, I always hear them talking about the same people that I have access to look at. Les Brown, all that kind of stuff. They watch the same training. So what's the difference? Why are they? My sister, what's up, Kay? Oh, that's Mama Cat. I'm sorry. I thought they said Karen. Hey, Mama Cat, good to see you. Y'all, that's my mom's. That's my mom's down there. I love it. You have to find peace of mind at all costs, then go work your dreams. That's exactly what you have to do, Patricia. That's exactly what you have to do. So what's the difference between them? Why do they seem so much more successful? Why do they seem to have so much more money? Why do they seem to have so much more time? It's because a lot of things that we've been shown, they implement, but you didn't. So many people get so jealous about the successful people that they see. Why did they get a chance to get this? Because they got the same training you got that you have access to. But they decided to take action while you sit back and you took your notes and you sat them in the corner somewhere. That's why you always hear the saying, notes are uncashed paychecks. Those webinars you attend, those calls you get on, those trainings that you go to, those doggone meetings you go to, the 3 ways, all that kind of stuff, and you take notes all day long. And what happens? They get hold of cobwebs over in the corner because you don't apply them. But then you look at somebody that did apply them and wonder why their success was so different. Why? Because they focused on the things that were given to them. Stop moving so much. Sometimes, see, some people just feel, I gotta run, I gotta go, I'm going hard, I'm grinding. Sometimes you gotta stop and be still and pay attention. You gotta stop and be still and pay attention. Every race has a finish line. Every race has a finish line. But understand that every race can't be sprinted. Nobody said a mile couldn't be run in under 10 minutes. It happened. Try to run 2 miles in under 10 minutes. It's a little difficult, you know. Eventually your body starts to shut down. It's kind of natural. Your muscles start to fatigue. It starts to get hard. Eventually you got to slow down, you got to stop, and guess what? You got to recuperate. But for the most part, you got to focus. So how do you turn trouble into triumph? You learn how to focus on your triumphs. Stop looking at your troubles. Stop thinking about your situations. Let me ask you a question. Another question. Has focusing on your situation caused you to be any more successful than you want to be? Has focusing on your current situation caused you to be any more successful than you want to be? And I can imagine a lot of people looking at your screen. Appreciate it, Val. I really do. I appreciate it. I imagine a lot of people saying no, not really. I mean, that's not even a not really. It's just a no. So if that's a no, then why are you so focused on your troubles? They say it's such a natural thing. I don't have money. So what? There's lots of people that don't have money. Guess what? I know somebody that went in. They actually got with a friend to buy a $10 ebook because they had $7 in a bank account. I can tell you about some folks that can vouch for this. $7 in a bank account, and he had a wife and kids. $7. How can you survive like that? And I know a similar situation like that personally. $7. Got with a partner, bought a $10 ebook. And this is literal. A few months ago, he got a six-figure day. Six-figure day. And you think that's impossible, right? A lot of people that see this, look at this later, say that's impossible. Guess what? I can introduce you to him. I can prove it to you. Why? Because he focused on what he needed to do. He focused on where he wanted to be. He didn't think about his situation. He didn't think about the troubles. He wasn't focused on his troubles. He was thinking, guess what? I got to get out of this. I got a wife and kid that I got to provide for. I can't sit here and just focus on what I'm troubled with right now. If I focus on where I want to be, eventually I'll get where I want to go. Okay? Focus. I got a good one for you tomorrow. Matter of fact, I even throw out the title for you. You got to go where they won't go to get what they can't get. It's my title for tomorrow. You got to go where they won't go to get what they can't get. I'm going to elaborate on that tomorrow. But that was my message for today. How do you turn trouble into triumph? You learn how to focus. I can't give you a specific way for you to focus. You got to learn and figure out for yourself, what do I need to do? Matter of fact, number one, you got to stop. Sit down and think. But when you begin to think, the easiest thing for you to do is going to start thinking about your troubles and everything that you're going through and all the situation and everything that you're lacking and everything that you need. That's going to instantly come to mind. Try your best as you sit there and you focus in. Try your best to just clear your mind and say, you know what? I'm not thinking about the bills that I'm behind on. I'm not thinking about the car note I'm not thinking about the car trouble that I'm having, even though I need my car. I'm not thinking about the troubles in my relationship that I'm trying to fix. I'm not thinking about anything. What I'm thinking about right now is how all this is going to look when I focus on exactly how to get it fixed. Stop looking at your situation. Easiest way to quit is to look at your situation. Easiest way to stop, look at your situation. But also, the easiest way to keep going is to look at your situation. You can't afford to look at your troubles. You can't afford to focus on your troubles. But you can afford to focus on your triumphs. How do you get to them? Pure focus. Distractions can be mental just as well as physical. Understand that. But it's the mental battles that beat you up more than the physical. You can walk away from the physicals. You can turn the TV off. You can stop going to clubs. You can stop hanging out with the friends. You can stop all of the physical distractions. But the mental distractions are a lot tougher to beat. Because those are within. Everywhere you go, they follow you. Until you learn to focus and cut that off. So you want to learn how to turn trouble into triumph? Learn how to focus on your triumph. It'll happen over time. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. That's not to say more troubles won't come. But guess what? That has a new triumph they're able to focus on as well. So try waking up in the morning. Switch up your daily routine. Do something real weird. Drive a different way to work. Just do something different. See how you feel in a week from now when you actually start changing up those same habits. It makes a big difference. All right, so if this was of value to you, I appreciate you throwing up all the likes. Get a few hearts. There's a button down at the bottom left-hand side of your screen that says share. Share this with a couple of folks. Because I know just like you know, there are several people that focus more on their situations than they do the outcome of where they want to go. They're looking at their journey and they're not focused on their destination. So I ask that you share this. And the reason I do, because it could be a breakthrough for them. This was sort of a life message. I wasn't even intending on this to be business. it can be. I could turn this into a business thing, but I actually want to just give you a message for yourself. This is more of a mental thing, a life challenge, because if you can change this part of you, if you could change the part of focusing on your troubles, you can change any situation about you, about your life, whether it be money, whether it be finance, or whether it's relationship, whether it's working. I don't care what it is. If you can actually change your mentality on not focusing on your troubles and instead your triumphs, you can change any aspect of your life. It's just how it is. I guarantee it. All right. So once again, if this was a value, I ask that you like, comment, and share. Should be done with that ebook I told y'all I'm coming out. A lot of y'all want to know how to grow your brand on social media. You're going to love this. You're going to love it. And I did it focused on one platform, but you can actually use it for many. You can use it for several platforms. All right, so I'll let you know when that's done. I should have been done with it yesterday, but my wife and I went and took care of an event, and we were out feeding the homeless and stuff like that, and I didn't have a chance. I stayed up pretty late, still finished. I got probably like another page or two, and it's all yours. All right, so, but once again, y'all have a blessed day. I appreciate you hopping on Tips at 2 with Lyndon. Tomorrow, be ready for tomorrow's message, because I'm gonna get you thinking tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be business based, so y'all be ready for that one, because I'm gonna take you. You got to go where they won't go to get what they can't get. That's tomorrow. All right, so y'all have a blessed one. Make sure you connect with me on successwithlyndon.com, and I will see y'all later. The blog site should be done. I'll make sure I'll make sure that's done within a week. I got a couple of things to add, but so when you hop on there, you'll see my name, but you won't see my picture. It's me. I'm just working on upgrading on everything, and I appreciate y'all hopping on the live, and I will see you all tomorrow. All right, so y'all have a blessed day. And this is just an early throw up. Also, you got Tips at 2 with Lyndon Britt Monday through Saturday, and we also got Breakfast with the Brits on Sundays at 9. All right, so see y'all later. I'll see y'all tomorrow.